Welcome to Koyunopm Project Management. What makes a good requirement? A good requirement is quantifiable. It's not subjective in nature. So examples of bad requirements would be, I need a red table. What's red to me may be a different color to you. It needs to be a big house. I think my 1,600 square foot home is perfect for our family. Someone else may look at it and say that's way too small. I need at least 10,000 square foot home. There needs to be a lot of land. The car must go very fast. There needs to be lots of lines of code in the software. These are very subjective, and it creates ambiguity, which is going to create failure at the end of the day, because you'll end up delivering something the customer's not happy with. So each requirement has to be verifiable. It needs to be testable. You should be able to inspect it, measure it, review it, analyze it, simulate it, and/or demonstrate it. So one of those 7 methods needs to be used to verify that your requirement is being met. And each requirement should be concise and only have one requirement per row. So what does that mean? Well, in the next video, we're going to develop the requirements compliance matrix. But in this case, each requirement is going to fit on one row of that template. Each requirement has to be separated so that you can verify each one has been met. So for instance, a good requirement would be the car needs to accelerate to 60 miles per hour in under 5 seconds. You've given a speed that you need to achieve and a time frame that has to be achieved by. A bad requirement would be the car should accelerate to 60 miles per hour in under 5 seconds, but also be 12 feet in length and have a moonroof. Now, each of those may be good requirements. They may be valid requirements, but you don't stick them on one row. You separate them into 3 different rows. One row would state the car should accelerate to 60 miles per hour in under 5 seconds. The second row should state the car shall be 12 feet in length. And the third requirement would be the car shall have a moonroof. Now you've gone from a bad requirement where everything is in one row to a good requirement where everything's separated into 3. So what would good requirements look like? A couple of examples. The tree house shall be 15 feet above the ground. The actuator cable shall be able to pull a 2-ton block 10 feet. These are examples of good requirements. And obviously in your companies, in your organization, you have a number of different requirements, but each of these requirements is measurable in some way. They're verifiable in some way. And so you could measure the treehouse to verify from the ground to the treehouse, is it 15 feet? Yep, I measured it, looks good. We're going to test the actuator cable. We're going to pull the 2-ton block and see how far we can get. If we achieve the 10 feet requirement, then we've tested it successfully and we verified that we meet the requirement. So just in summary, a good requirement is quantifiable. It's not subjective, it is verifiable, and it's not only concise, but one requirement goes on one row of the requirements compliance matrix. Thank you for watching this episode of Koyunopm Project Management. If you have questions or are interested in additional support, feel free to reach out. For additional videos, tools, and other material to include recommended reading, please visit the listed YouTube page. If you don't see a video or tool that you're interested in, send an email and request it for future edition. Once again, thank you for watching Koyunopm Project Management and have a great day.